All right, good evening. Dr. Stacy here. Happy Tuesday. Good to see all of your smiling faces for those of you that are on camera. And for those of you that are not, welcome to our Tuesday night patching podcast slash, I don't know what you want to call it, Dr. Zoom informational technology forum. So thank you all for being here. If you're a guest, please thank the person that invited you for this technology informational session for you to be able to learn more about how this technology can help you. So I'm going to do something a little different tonight. I am going to do a PowerPoint. I'm going to share that with you, but a little bit different than what we've done in the past. We have some exciting things happening right now. We just wrapped up our 6-week brain health series, and we're diving into the rest of February talking about heart health. And we're going to do some incredible things tonight and then next week as well too, to be able to share some more information with you about our technology and in terms of how it can benefit you. But for informational purposes only, of course, I am not a medical doctor. I'm not your doctor. I have a PhD in integrative medicine and a PhD in functional medicine. And so if you have questions in regards to your health, please check with your healthcare practitioner, the person in charge of your medications or your treatment, and they'll best guide you, of course. But know that the information I'm sharing is not intended to make any claims to treat, cure, or diagnose or prevent anything. And if you're pregnant, nursing, or a child, then please check with your healthcare practitioner as well. So I'm going to get started screen sharing right away because I have a lot of information I want to share with you. And like I said, I'm going to do that in a PowerPoint, and I think I'll be okay to have my screen over here on the side. So I want to talk to you, if you have not yet seen this, about LifeWave's Biotech Breakthrough Award and literally the entire industry with Stem Cell Innovation of the Year award. And this was awarded to us late 2025, and we haven't had a chance to talk about this yet, but this is going to pertain to what I was sharing with you earlier. And so we're going to talk about this Stem Cell Innovation of the Year award and what took place, what transpired in order for LifeWave to win this prestigious award. And so, like I said, this was the end of 2025, and this was given to LifeWave, the company, for the two products of Cellergize and X39. And so Cellergize is our morning formula that David has formulated to have, and I'll go into this here in just a little bit, but to be able to have the precursors, the nutrients, the amino acids and electrolytes that are needed in order to support what X39 does, our X39 phototherapy patch. And so it supports those peptides that are being elevated and the processes that are happening in the body. And so being named the Stem Cell Innovation of the Year company was absolutely just an incredible honor for us to be able to achieve that, combining the X39 and this Cellergize. So let's talk just a little bit about Cellergize so you understand what it is and what it does. It is a powder. You're going to take 2 scoops, put it in water in the morning, and drink this. It's not something you sip on all day. You want to drink this in the morning. It does have an energizing blend of essential vitamins, minerals, electrolytes, amino acids, and other nutrients. We're going to talk about here in just a second, but know that it is not like a protein shake. It's not a meal replacement. And if you're someone that's a little bit more sensitive, it doesn't have caffeine in it, but if you're a little more sensitive, you might start with 1 scoop in the morning instead of 2. Now, I've been on amino acids and electrolytes for over 15 years, so I dove right in with my 2 scoops, and I absolutely love the lemon ginger flavor. But know that it's designed to help revitalize that body and, again, provide the foundation for what X39 does for your body throughout the day. And it does energize you so you are alert and awake, and it's from the amino acids and electrolytes. But it does also have the sea buckthorn fruit extract in it. And that cyanthocks is very important when you look at supporting healthy stem cell activity and mobility in the body. And so, again, the cyanthocks, you can see it in there, and some other things such as the copper, what we need for GHKCU, right? Our X39 elevates GHKCU copper peptide. We've got to have copper in our body every day. Most people are copper deficient, magnesium deficient. So we see that these things are potassium deficient, as most people, zinc. So these nutrients have been added into this formula that's non-GMO, gluten-free, no artificial flavors or colors or sweeteners in there as well either. So when we look at our X39, we're talking about elevating the peptide GHKCU copper peptide, which in turn is going to reset the genes and activate our stem cells. So we are using a patented form of light therapy. This is what our patch looks like. It is a non-transdermal patch, and we put this patch on our body in the morning when we wake up. So we get up in the morning, we brush our teeth, we put our patch on. We get our Cellergize, right? And we start drinking that Cellergize in the morning to wake up our brain and our body. But what happens when I put the patch on? I don't see or feel anything happening. As I mentioned, it's a non-transdermal patch. So there is nothing entering my body, no medicine, no chemical, no nutrient. This patch is again, non-transdermal patch. So the only thing that is going to be entering the body is a wavelength of light. This is a phototherapy or light therapy technology. And so different than a pain patch or a nicotine patch, hormone patch, this is actually working with the body's own light that we emit. And that light is going to be reflected back into us in a specific wavelength from this patch. Inside of the patch is what David Schmidt has invented. He is the owner of LifeWave, the CEO, the founder, the inventor, the scientist that has invented this LifeWave's technology. And so this patented patch that he has developed actually has a lattice structure inside of the white part. So this white part here in the middle, that is sandwiched, a cloth that's sandwiched in between the two polymer shells, the sticky and the smooth one. And so the actual lattice that's inside of it is a proprietary blend of organic amino acids, oxygen, sugars, water, salts. Not amino acids like in here, and salts and sugars not like that are in your kitchen, but molecules. They're chiral stereoisomers. They're reflective. So there's a reflective lattice structure embedded in the white part of this patch. So I get up in the morning, I put my patch on, I don't see or feel anything happening, but immediately a wavelength of light is reflected into my body. So I'm sure you're familiar with light therapy, red light therapy devices, infrared saunas, lasers, the sun. We know that wavelengths of light enter the body. We don't feel them or see them, but they create change. And so with this, I don't need a device. I don't need the sun. My body is the power source. So right now it's dark outside. I can't go outside and see my neighbors or animals in the woods unless I'm looking through night vision goggles. And you all are familiar with thermal imaging. So our body is emitting a low-level infrared light. And so when I put the patch on, my body's light, the photons that I'm emitting, hit that patch and reflect back a patented wavelength of light. Again, this is patented, so you can only get this from the person that introduced this technology to you through LifeWave. And so that wavelength of light is going to elevate the peptide that X39 does, and then in turn activate your own stem cells. So it's a light technology that's obviously non-invasive, nothing entering the body, no contraindications, no potential side effects or risks or adverse effects. We actually have over 90 clinical studies, double-blind, placebo-controlled, many of them peer-reviewed, and the person that invited you can share that information with you if you're interested in looking at LifeWave's clinical studies that have been done by doctors and scientists all over the globe. But you're going to hear just a little bit more about that here in just a second. So again, non-transdermal patch, no stimulants, no drugs. It gently stimulates the skin with light, and it helps to promote that active lifestyle and overall exercise and performance and health and well-being. And it's to be worn for 12 hours. So I put it on in the morning when I get up. I stay hydrated throughout my day. Of course, that glass that has 16 ounces with my Cellergize in it that supports that healthy stem cell activity and mobility is going to also be included in the water I have throughout the day. And then after the 12 hours, I'm going to take it off and I'm going to throw the patch away. And I'm going to get up the next morning and I'm going to do the exact same thing again. So David spent 10 years working at the world-renowned Stem Cell Institute in Ireland. 10 years and 4.3 million invested in his research and development. And over 70 patents were acquired by David, figuring out how to elevate GHKCU copper peptide with light, which in turn activates our own stem cells. So that time span, 10 years of his life, was spent to develop the X39, which has now been on the market since just about almost more, a little over 6 years now, almost 7 years now, that X39 has been on the market. We do have a 20-year patent on our patch, and I believe we're in about year 5 of that patent now. So knowing that, again, it's just going to stimulate the body with low levels of light, it's going to support different biochemical mechanisms inside of the body. That compound effect is going to help promote recovery and general wellness. And David's famous for quoting that he's driven by innovation and science. So doing things, never stopping to be able to help the body become the healthiest and the best version of itself. So the biotech program itself, its platform for recognition is very comprehensive. So over 1,000 nominations were put in and from 15 different countries. So this is no small feat to win this award, and being able to globally be recognized in a company for stem cell innovation and technology is just absolutely incredible and such an honor. So when you combine the technology with the nutrition, phototherapy, you've got this cutting edge combination here where stem cells that are crucial for maintaining healthy tissue in the body with phototherapy, with light to be able to improve body health, again, in a non-invasive way, combining the X39 and the Cellergize to be able to harness that body's natural ability and improve the ability during your lifespan, not just that time, but that health span in there. And being, again, recognized as a Stem Cell Innovation of the Year award is just amazing. So just a little bit about LifeWave. If you're not familiar as a guest, we are in over 90 countries right now and growing. We have global distribution. We have about 15 distribution centers worldwide and just about that many corporate offices throughout the entire world. We do have our corporate headquarters in Draper, Utah, which is a beautiful facility. If you have not seen that yet, it is absolutely gorgeous. But we do have distribution centers all over the different regions, including, of course, here in the U.S. in San Diego, California. The company is 21, almost 22 years old now later this year, and we are a global wellness and life technology company. And as I mentioned earlier, owned and founded by David Schmidt, who is the inventor of our technology, who actually himself holds over 200 patents. And again, known for our patented non-transdermal patches that are being able to help people improve their quality of life by yet still expanding in our wellness innovations, and that X2O coming very soon next month. So again, while I'm not making any claims to treat or cure anything, know that this technology is making a massive difference in people's